Breaking news. South to start selling our oil, Okowa declares. Before we continue, please support this channel by subscribing and sharing. Now, let's go straight to the main news. It is unlawful for Zamfara to control gold. Governor of Delta State, Senator Ifeanyi Okowa, yesterday said no law of the country permits Zamfara State government to control and manage gold deposits in the state, noting the governors of the South region will soon take up the matter with the federal government. Okowa, who spoke at his 2020 quarterly media interaction in Asaba, the state capital, maintained that what Zamfara State was doing was clearly an illegality, warning that if the matter was not properly addressed, some South governors would have no option than to assume control of oil and gas in their states. The governor, who asserted that South governors believe in restructuring and resource control, hinted that governors of the oil-rich region, ministers, lawmakers, and other stakeholders would meet Friday at Port Harcourt, Rivers State, to deliberate and take positions on the matter and other issues. He also applauded the efforts of the South governors, who, he said, though could do better. We are already doing very well amidst the challenges they face in the development of their respective states. South governors before now have been talking about the need for restructuring and the need for resource control. Obviously, we are on that because we feel there is the need to restructure not only the country but the management of resources. But as of today, there are acts in the National Assembly that guide the issue of oil production and with the solid minerals. Those are not covered in these acts, and obviously, this is already a sore point in our nation's governance system, and we hope to express this very strongly during the meeting taking place in Port Harcourt on Friday. We cannot apply laws in our nation to the point that it becomes discriminatory, because if people are allowed to process for their solid minerals, they should also be allowed to do same for the oil. So we are going to be very hard and try to make our voices as strong as possible during the meeting, Okowa said. We cannot apply laws in such a manner that it becomes discriminatory, because you cannot mine solid minerals somewhere in Zamfara and you can't allow Niger Delta to manage their oil, he said. On complaints from oil-producing communities, he said that there was an ongoing process to ensure that what go to the communities became statutory and enshrined in the Constitution or in the Petroleum Industrial Bill, PIB. Okowa said that governors in the South were doing very well in managing the 13% derivation funds to their states. The kind of money we spend, especially on road construction in the Niger Delta, is very huge compared to what other states spend, and we also spend a lot of money securing oil facilities and keeping peace in the region. So guys, this is what the governor said. But let us see if the governor can do what he said, and let's have some questions for the governor. The first question is this: is it today that the governor knew that Zamfara has been selling gold? The answer is no. Zamfara State has been selling gold for the past 10-15 years. And our governor, Okowa, was a senator then. What did he do? Nothing. He has been a governor for the past, at least he has finished his first tenure, he's on his second tenure. So, the governor, is it now that he can do something? I believe the answer is no. Now he has come to the newspaper to tell us, they have to do something, they are doing something, Zamfara State is selling their gold, so the Niger Delta will have to sell their oil. The Zamfara State, when they started selling their oil, the governor in that state, did he come to the newspaper to announce it? The answer is no. So why is it that our governor is coming to the newspaper, to the media, to tell us Zamfara is selling their gold, we have to sell our own oil? He wants to impress us that they are doing something. Meanwhile, they are doing nothing. Meanwhile, they are doing absolutely nothing to change anything. Now, another question for our governor. You said about 13% derivation from the oil revenue. That is what you're getting in your state, or what the Niger Delta governors or the oil producing governors are getting, or the oil producing state are getting, only 13% derivation. How did you get that 13% derivation? How? Is it not through legislation from National Assembly? You were there in the National Assembly. What did you do? You did nothing. Nothing. So, how can you now come and tell us that you do something? How are you going to reshape the National Assembly? Or won't you go again through National Assembly legislation? That is the question. Zamfara is selling their gold. You'll be selling your oil just to give us impression, telling us impression that you do something, telling us what we know already that is affecting us. We all know this. We know that you can't do anything. It has been there. You can't do anything about it, giving us impression. We don't need all this your newspaper rhetorics, all this media act. We just want you people to do something. If you want to do something, act now. Start to sell the oil. Start selling. We know you cannot do it. You're only giving us impression, telling us what you will do. You will sit in a conference and all that. The Zamfara people, did they sit in conference to tell you how when they will start to sell their gold? This has been the nature of our. We know that all of you are afraid. You cannot do anything. So guys, this is my own personal opinion about this. We know that the governors from the south, they are afraid of the Janjaweed from the north. They are afraid of their government. So we know they can't do anything. They just give us impression they are doing something, and actually they are doing nothing at all. We know this. So they should stop. If they want to do something, what we want is action. So this is my own personal opinion. So guys, you can drop your own comments below. Say what you think is your own contribution to this very topic. We know as for me, the governor cannot do anything. So thank you for coming by. Bye.